Officer Kolton's Magic Carpet Adventures. The history of the magic carpet all started with William, a kind man who always helped others. When William learned of Officer Kolton, he knew that he would use its magical powers to watch over fellow officers. Only those who know the secret of the magic carpet can see anyone flying around, and those who are rescued never remember being on the magical carpet. Now that you know part of its secret powers, you can watch how it helps others in need. Always remember that the magic carpet is only given to those who use it for kindness. When he looked down, Officer Kolton could not believe it. There were hundreds of blue lights, hundreds of police cars, and people everywhere. "This is my street. That's my house," he yelled out. "I'm in Knoxville." And that's when Kolton remembered everything. Kolton recalled being in a Nashville children's hospital and getting visits from police officers from all over the country. There was one Boston police officer that had learned Kolton needed a new heart. He had never met him, but he knew he was the one who told all of the other police officers that when he grew up, he wanted to be a policeman too. All of the visits made Officer Kolton feel so happy, especially when he was made an honorary police officer. Kolton fought for a long time, but when his mom asked him if he was ready to go to heaven, he nodded yes. That's when Officer Kolton knew he was supposed to be a guardian angel for police officers. So when William came to him with the magic carpet, he was excited to get to work. The next day, Officer Kolton decided to take a ride on his magic carpet. William told him that to make it fly, he must say the secret words, "Magic carpet up and away, magic carpet with you I stay." Officer Kolton soared high through the clouds and decided to head to New York City to check out their huge annual parade. William told him no one can see him flying on the magic carpet, and it would take him anywhere he wanted to go. When Kolton neared the parade, he could see hundreds of people watching the floats along the parade route. It was a very windy day. Many of the balloons were blowing out of control. Below, Officer Kolton heard police yelling to the crowds to move back. That's when Officer Kolton spotted a large teddy bear balloon, out of control, headed toward the crowd. He then heard several police officers yell to everyone to get out of the way. "Oh no," thought Officer Kolton, "that teddy bear is going to topple right onto someone. It could hurt someone." Officer Kolton knew he needed to do something, so he said the secret words, "Magic carpet up and away, magic carpet with you I stay," and his carpet took off. The teddy bear came crashing down and was just about to hit some of the police officers, but Officer Kolton swooped in and grabbed the teddy bear's head. The strength of his magic carpet whisked the teddy bear high into the sky before it had the chance to hurt anyone. Officer Kolton flew for a bit until he found a garbage dumpster where he could safely throw away the large teddy bear balloon. As he looked down the street, he noticed a police officer helping an older woman cross the street. "That's nice," he thought, but from the sky he could see a car speeding around the corner, headed toward the two of them. Officer Kolton said the secret words, "Magic carpet up and away, magic carpet with you I stay," and he flew off. The policeman got the older woman safely across the street, but as he turned to walk away, the car came racing toward him. Officer Kolton quickly flew toward the officer, pulled him onto his magic carpet, and safely brought him to the other side of the street. As Officer Kolton jetted off, he saw the police officer looking around, unsure of how he escaped getting hit by the car. "Phew, that was close," thought Officer Kolton. "Maybe I should get out of the city and head west to Kansas." William had mentioned that tornadoes were headed that way, and he wanted to see if any of his fellow officers needed help. As Officer Kolton got closer, he could barely stay on his magic carpet. The winds were whipping everything around him, trees, homes, cars, anything in its path. When he looked down, he saw police and firefighters telling everyone to get to safety inside the school basement. When Officer Kolton looked back up, he came face to face with the powerful funnel cloud that was just about to hit the school. Some of the police officers had not yet made it inside, so Officer Kolton had to think fast. Officer Kolton recited the secret words, "Magic carpet up and away, magic carpet with you I stay." He then ordered the carpet to take off, and he flew directly into the funnel cloud. The wind was fierce and nearly pushed him over, but Officer Kolton held on tight. As he flew in further, he dodged a few lightning bolts and ordered his carpet to move toward the tornado. The powerful strength of his magic carpet pushed the eye of the storm far away from the school and into an open field. Officer Kolton flew out from the funnel cloud and looked down to make sure no one was hurt. As he sped away, he felt grateful he had gotten there in time. But just below him, he heard some noises. What could that be, thought Officer Kolton. Everyone is supposed to be inside the school. Officer Kolton started flying toward the sounds, and that's when he noticed a police dog trapped inside a police car. The fierce winds from the tornado had pushed the car toward the river. The car and the police dog were starting to sink into the water. Officer Kolton ordered his magic carpet to pick up speed and raced to the police car. He tried opening the driver's side door, but with all the water rushing in, it was too hard to pry open. Officer Kolton looked around and spotted a large rock. He flew toward the heavy rock and picked it up. It took all of Officer Kolton's strength to throw the rock toward the police car. Officer Kolton made sure to break the front windshield to avoid hurting the police dog. Officer Kolton then used his magic carpet to brush away the glass and called out to the police dog, "Come here, boy." Before he even finished his sentence, the police dog jumped into his arms and onto the magic carpet. Officer Kolton ordered the carpet to take off and brought the police dog to safety. Officer Kolton watched as the police dog and officer reunited, and then he took off. Wow, that was another close one, thought Officer Kolton. Maybe I will head west to California. After rescuing that dog in the water, it would be good to see how the harbor police make their rescues. Officer Kolton said the secret words, "Magic carpet up and away, magic carpet with you I stay." The magic carpet jetted into the sky, and in just a short time, Officer Kolton spotted the beautiful blue ocean. The waves were crashing into the sea, and in the distance, he could see people out on the beach and fishing boats in the water. Officer Kolton searched the ocean, and that's when he noticed the harbor patrol boat. As he got closer, he could hear the officers talking. They were headed to a fishing boat that had trapped a baby dolphin in its lines. "We need to hurry. The fisherman says the dolphin is having a hard time breathing," said the female officer. The two put their boat in high gear and raced to the fishing boat. Officer Kolton decided to stay close behind, just in case they needed some magical help. "There they are," shouted the male officer. When Officer Kolton looked down, he could see the fishermen on the side of the boat trying to free the baby dolphin. The harbor patrol pulled alongside the boat, and the officers jumped into the water. The two began cutting the ropes, but were having a hard time. The dolphin was struggling to breathe, and when he tried to turn over, the force of its movement tipped the boat over and pushed the officers toward the bottom of the ocean. "Oh no," thought Officer Kolton, "I need to do something." Officer Kolton flew to the two officers, now underwater, and helped lift them to the surface. He then raced over to the dolphin and helped it turn over, making sure it could breathe through its blowhole. By the time he turned the dolphin over, the two officers managed to cut the fishing lines that had trapped the dolphin. Once freed, the dolphin swam off into deeper waters. "Whew, that was close," said the female officer. "I know. I'm not even sure how I managed to swim back up so fast," replied the male officer. Kolton smiled because he knew how they did it, and he knew he was right where he was supposed to be, helping fellow officers. Wow, Kolton thought, this has been a very busy day. But before I head out, there is one special place I need to check on. Officer Kolton said the secret words, "Magic carpet up and away, magic carpet with you I stay," and flew off. Within minutes, Officer Kolton reached his last stop for the day, the Boston Police Academy. He could hear one of the instructors telling the recruit class to be safe, strong, to always be kind, and to have compassion for others. Once Officer Kolton saw everyone was safe, he decided to check in with William. As he flew high in the sky, he thought to himself, I can't wait to go on my next magic carpet adventure. This is author Laura Clarizio. I hope you enjoyed this magic carpet adventure.